To investigate whether the Archon Tooltip add-on violates ToS, I've snuck into a gnome law office. I hope nobody's here, though. Okay, so from this ancient gnome tome, it seems like the end-user license agreement is what really matters. It gives specific conditions for how a player can use their license in WoW. So the EULA gives all sorts of things we have to agree to. Fair play, no automation, we can't exploit gameplay mechanics. More specifically for the Archon Tooltip add-on though, add-ons can't scrape data from the game in a way that Blizzard considers to be harmful.
But technically, Archon's using Warcraft logs data, which players are uploading. That's not Blizzard data, is it?
See, that's the crucial aspect. If what Archon is saying in the WoW interview is true, they're technically not breaking ToS, they're just improving information accessibility. Stats, rankings, things other add-ons do.
I hate to be a stickler, but if the add-on is accessing Blizzard's data in a way that breaks Blizzard's policy, it could be breaking ToS. We just can't be sure.
Ultimately, though, it seems to me like if Archon has reached out to Blizzard, they've confirmed they don't violate any terms, they're probably good to go. So the Archon Tooltip add-on is this new add-on for Classic WoW. It lets players shift-click other people in-game to see their current raid progress and how they stack up compared to other players in terms of raid performance. The player data is pulled from a website called Warcraft Logs, where raids can upload and track their raid data. The idea behind the add-on is just this way easier way of accessing raid data for your friends, your guildies, anybody. But a word of caution, not everything is sunshine and rainbows with this add-on right now. See, everybody can see your data now just by hovering their mouse, your guildies, your raid leader, your ex-wife. It's crazy. So when you hover your mouse, you're immediately going to see raid progress, so I can flex my 8 out of 8 Sunken Temple. You can also see your overall raid parse, and next to that is your all-star score. That takes into account your highest parse in each boss, and it spits out this score, in my case 751. Okay, dude, pretty weird flex. And then you get a score combined with everybody else, and you get an overall rank, in my case 975. Just those features alone are generating thousands of comments across social media. Beyond the most public features, pressing shift while hovering over a player will let you see individual boss parses. That is not a good sign for my Hunter's Morphaz and Huzzah's parse. Heading into the guild menu, we can instantly check any of our guildies just by hovering. You can also shift-click on anybody's name in-game to instantly see their stats if they're talking smack. And right-clicking to open the menu also lets you instantly copy the Warcraft Logs URL page for that character. Another point everybody seems to be talking about with the Archon Tooltip add-on is that it currently costs money. In order to access the add-on, you have to be a member of the Archon Patreon. There are 4 different tiers ranging from $2 to $25 a month. A big part of the controversy right now is that the add-on can currently only be obtained by a member of the Alchemical Society. That tier is a whopping $25 per month. That being said, when the add-on is out of early access, it will become free for everybody though. It's just that paying members will receive data updates more quickly, just faster data. So the public reasoning for why this add-on costs so much money is that it's currently being tested. And so the people that are paying the $25, they're essentially the die-hard fans that are going to give feedback and tweaks. The cynical side of me, though, is thinking they know this add-on's going to be super popular. They're trying to benefit from putting it behind a paywall for a few months. What about you guys, though? Would you actually pay for an add-on like this? Paying for an add-on isn't the only thing players are talking about, though. In fact, a ton of players are getting a real sense of deja vu right now. See, there's actually already an add-on that does pretty much everything the Archon Tooltip add-on does. It's got raid progress, it's got scores, even the same copy URL function. The thing is, though, this is a retail add-on. It uses Raider IO data, it has no impact on Warcraft logs, frankly no impact on Classic at all. But recently, a new add-on did join the Classic WoW community. It had a huge impact, and it might even cause some legal action down the line. See, in February 2024, developer K2Ben, he developed the Warcraft Logs Ranking Tooltip. It had pretty much the same features as the Archon Tooltip add-on, the average parse, the ranking. I say had, though, because Warcraft Logs really wasn't too happy about their server being scraped for data. They ended up actually requesting that the add-on get taken down. It's pretty much been wiped completely from history. Taking just 1 second of a break here to explain why Warcraft Logs hates scraping add-ons so much. The TLDR is usually when you pull data from Warcraft Logs, you're going to the website, you're going to see all sorts of advertisements, and they're going to get some revenue. Those advertisements, they pay for the cost of pulling all the data from the server. But with an add-on like Warcraft Logs Ranking Tooltip, it's bypassing those ads, it's going straight to the server, so basically Warcraft Logs is losing money. So in any void left by an add-on, another add-on is quick to join its place, so ParseScore came in and sort of replaced Warcraft Logs Ranking Tooltip. Until, very shortly after, it was also taken off CurseForge and basically disappeared from the internet. That is, until the mysterious developer went and put it on a standalone website, so it couldn't just be taken off CurseForge anymore. This is definitely a drama to keep your eyes on, because either Warcraft logs might take some legal action, or they might prove to the community that their add-on is so much better than ParScore that ParScore isn't even worth your time anymore. So we've got this rebel website standing up in the face of a corporation, potentially facing legal action. But to get to the heart of all this drama, we've got to go back to the start. Really, all the discussions and the arguments going on right now, they all originate from this Asmongold stream a few days ago. I want to discuss a few of the points Asmongold made and just the general community as a whole. And the first point that Asmongold immediately seized on was the fact that this is, right now, a paid add-on. It's behind a paywall. And he brought up other add-ons like Rested XP, Zygor, the paid WeakAura packs that people sell, and the fact that this is technically against Blizzard ToS. Now, I understand all these add-ons have different loopholes and justifications for how they do it. I find it really interesting that Archon's justification for being paid right now is it's an alpha. So basically, these are just testers, and they're not really releasing it yet. So when they actually do release it, it'll be free. But you could make a pretty good argument that they could just leave it in alpha for a really long time. The other point brought up on the Asmongold stream is the toxicity that an add-on like this brings into the game, and how it just isn't good for the long-term health of the game. So one of the potential solutions Asmongold brought up would be completely removing combat logging add-ons in Phase 4, or just getting rid of add-ons entirely. Now personally, I've always been kind of interested in the idea of a classic WoW with absolutely no add-ons, but it's just so ingrained in the culture right now, I don't know if you could get away with it. Do you have a take on this? Would you like to see a classic with absolutely no add-ons? So while we're on the topic of community feedback, I also wanted to know, is the add-on actually working as intended? Is it full of bugs? So I went on the Discord, and let me tell you, it is a cluster over there right now. It's pretty much just people arguing with each other. There's basically nobody actually talking about using the add-on. So my current assumption right now is the add-on is working as intended. It's bug-free. If you do buy it, you're getting what you pay for. The current drama, the current discussion, it's kind of old news by now, though. We've got to look ahead to the future to see new features that are going to get people either excited or really angry. So there are 3 major features that might be coming. 2 of them would just be enhancements to the hover feature. So, for example, guild information in the hover, or being able to link multiple characters in the hover as well. Far more intriguing, though, would be potentially this add-on coming to Cataclysm Classic as well. They specifically said this could come to other games in the future. Don't be shocked if we end up having this exact same discussion all over again in like 2 months. Until then, we've got so much to think about though, don't we? Because we've gone through all the features of the Archon Tooltip add-on. We've gone deep on whether this add-on will actually be allowed to stay in the game. We talked about the pricing and the price point right now. The $25 price tag. Maybe it's a little bit too steep. We also talked community reaction and what everybody's talking about with this add-on. So I leave it to you. Is this an add-on you plan to use in the future, or will it be lost to history? And while you're thinking about that, I want to thank you so much for watching. It really helps out a lot. And also, I've got this Twitter. I'm going to start posting a ton on it. It's called No Hit Jerome. Go check it out. It's going to have sick updates.